Hey guys, what's going on? And we're back with F1 2018 for our first career mode. As you can see, we're just choosing our team selections now. We're gonna go for the Toro Rosso, as it's not too far down, so we can have some battles for the points, and that midfield is quietly congested and very tight together. So we're just gonna go for the Toro Rosso, and our teammate will be Pierre Gasly. But I think we'll choose. So yeah, we're just gonna come straight into career mode, and I hope you enjoy the video.
Thanks for coming by. I'm sure you're very anxious to get out on track. It's taken a lot of effort to get to F1. Congratulations. But the real work starts now. This is...
Claire, motorsports journalist. Nice to meet you. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me throughout the season. So, you had a pretty impressive junior career. How are you feeling about your move into F1? Do you think you have what it takes?
Let's save the questions for a proper interview, shall we? I'm sure you'll have a lot more to talk about once there's been some action on track. I think we could fit you in after FP1 if you're free.
That works for me. I'll grab you the second you finish on the track.
Remember, the relationship you have with the team can be affected by what you say to the media. So be careful. Anyway, it's time to catch up with Carl. He's waiting for you in the data center. Good luck out there today.
Welcome to the data center. Here, we've got access to all kinds of information, including car telemetry, weather, lap times, tyre wear, the list goes on. Plus, we've got a direct link back to the factory, so we're in constant communication with the team there. We need you to regularly feedback about areas of the car that are lacking and help us direct our resources in the most productive way. More effort here equals a quicker car, so it's well worth the effort. Good luck this season. Oh, and make us all look good, okay?
Welcome to your new team. Toro Rosso are famed for nurturing promising talent and kick-starting the careers of exciting drivers, from Vettel to Sainz to Ricciardo. But they're much more than that. This is a strong team that expects regular points finishes.
So we're just going to go straight into the practice and do practice programs to try and build up the resource points. So we're just going to try and build up to make us car as quick as possible. As you can see, we finished all the practice, got through all the practice sessions and programs, and we actually finished top. So here's an interview.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective. It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula One. You must be thrilled. So how are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in? What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula One, or do you see something more? Appreciate your time.
So we've earned some resource points through the practice sessions. Most of them are pretty much perfect. We get to see how much we got. We earned 410. We've got a total of 605 resource points to develop. We did make some upgrades before we went into practice one. I just did one upgrade on every aspect of the car. We're in the middle still of sportsmanship and showmanship. Don't expect that much to change after the first interview, sorry. So we're just gonna head into qualifying and see where we can qualify.
To Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. And I'm here, of course, with Anthony Davidson on what has turned out to be a very pleasant day indeed. No weather to interfere, no problems on the track, so absolutely no room for error.
So here we are on qualifying one. We've got the ultras on. Hopefully we can get it through to Q2, but this is our first lap now. We get to ride on board heading into turn one. Fourth gear, we take this in. Made a a little bit of a mistake, just ran a little bit too wide, which unsettled the car a little bit on the exit of turn 2, but now heading down to turn 3, all about the braking. It's very easy to lock up here, 3rd gear, get on the power as soon as possible. I actually went up to 4th gear here because I just found it more stable with the power. Now flat out through here, coming up to the next right hander, just trying to get the car straight as possible. Take a little bit of curb. You don't want to take too much of that exit curb because it can also unsettle the car. Now here, another place to we actually make a mistake here. We actually go off onto the grass, but we decided to keep on pushing with this lap time just as a banker. See where we can get with this lap time. Now into the fast left right. Down 2 gears. Just felt going down 2 gears was a bit more stable than going down in just the 1 gear. Now into the right hander again, 4th gear, nice and tidy that was. Again here, 6th gear back down to 5th, take a lot of that curb. Now into the penultimate corner, quite easy to lock up, felt alright through here. I was struggling through this last corner a little bit, car just need to drift out wide. But we're going to finish this lap, and I believe it's going to 24.3. So it was alright for a first lap, but I think we will have to run again. Charge up the battery and go again. We actually come back to the garage just to change a bit of the fuel level. We're going to actually go out on the same set of filters off. I think there was a lot more time there to gain from that previous lap. Just made too many mistakes. So here is our second lap. We're just cutting through this quite quickly. We're up by about a 10th or so. Can't really see because my screen's a little bit small, but we're up by a bit. This is where we make up most of the time, because we made a mistake in the last lap and we get up to about 5 tenths up on our previous lap. And we're coming to the end of this lap now. It's a much better lap, much tidier. Hopefully this can get us back up there and away from that drop zone. And we got P12 with a 23, is that 23.4, something like that. So not too bad. 23.3, 22.2. So we're into Q2, and as you can see, we're getting straight out there on the fresh set of ultras. Just in case we do make it into Q3, we're just going to do the 1 lap and hope that we can get through. We don't want to be burning up too many sets of these ultras. As we start the lap again, we're going to ride on board again, and just going to let you listen now to the car and the engines, and so you got an idea of what it sounds like. Okay, so you've had a quick check of how it sounds like, and we're coming up to the end of that now. We actually have to lift out on the exit of here because we go a little bit wide and need to get onto the gravel. But apart from that, it's been an alright-ish lap, I guess. It's not been too bad. But as we cross the line now, coming up, as you can see, we're running out of battery power on the straight. But we actually got quickest with 22.2, 23.2, something like that. And we actually got quicker than Ricardo, which was
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
extra, which was quite alright. But yeah, apart from that, we do get through just by doing that 1 lap. It was 1.1 seconds off Lewis Hamilton, but we're actually into Q3 now, so hopefully we can have a good run. We're actually just going for the 1 run in Q3 on the main street set tyres. I just don't think, you know, probably be around 8th, but we're going to start the lap for Q3. We got a 1 run, we did fast forward a bit of the session in turn 1. It was quite nice. Broke a little bit might have broke a little bit earlier than I should have really into turn 1. Probably could have took a bit more speed through there. Turn 3, it's quite nice, no lockups, no issues. 4, not too bad. This lap actually about the nicest lap I've done all through the weekend, and on this game probably the best lap I've did, but not too bad.
30 seconds left in the session.
30 seconds left of the session, so this is our only lap. We took out as much fuel as we could for this lap, and have a little bit of a moment there, but it's not too bad. We carry the speed coming up to the fast left then right. Hopefully we can get go down 2 gears, and it was very nice through there, very neat and tidy, carried a lot of speed, gave us a good exit. DRS now as we're into the final sector. 4th gear, end of qualifying has happened, so not too bad. 5th gear, took a lot of curve, no problems on the exit this time. Went a bit an acute angle into that last corner, lost a bit of time, but not too bad. On the exit, again we've used the pull of our battery pack, so it's just loop home to the line, and that was a decent lap, and I believe that got us P6.
Well done.
So for our first qualifying session, that is not bad at all.
And until then, it's goodbye.
Yeah, so P6, 8 tenths off, nearly 9 tenths off pole, which is not bad at all.
Plenty of changes to the sport.
So we're here in the
addition
race,
of new
and
safety
here's
features,
Crofty.
the return of France and Germany in an expanded 21-race calendar, and more tyre compounds than ever before. And of course, we have some big car manufacturers back in the sport too, with Alfa Romeo and Aston Martin returning as title sponsors for Sauber and Red Bull respectively. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2018 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. Great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here. I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 4th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the relative performance of McLaren and Toro Rosso, who have exchanged power unit suppliers this year. And given the additional restrictions on engine components, they need to be strong in terms of both performance and reliability.
So here we are on the grid, ready for the Australian GP first race of the season. Just looking at the strategy, looks like it might be the one stop from the ultras to the softs. We're going to put a bit of more fuel in just so we've got a bit to play around with, but we're here on the grid. We've got 2, 3, 4 and now the 5th lights on, revving up the car, and away we go for the first race of the season on F1 2018. Decent start. We move over to the right hand side to cover off from Kevin Magnussen. We back off to the left and we're having a look around the outside of Bottas, but didn't quite get there, and he gets us back. So we're still into P5 at the moment with Daniel Ricciardo is behind us, coming down into turn 3. Not too much happening at the moment. Pretty clean start. We didn't really gain or lose any positions, so I'm happy with that. As the 3 in front of us are squabbling in a little bit, as we get a little bit, drift out a little bit, and our Daniel Ricciardo is on our inside. We get it on the outside, try to keep the position, but Daniel Ricciardo gets us. We got Kevin Magnussen close behind us, but no point fighting Ricciardo too hard. He's got a way quicker car than us, so he'll probably just drive off into the distance. And we're into P6 at the minute, so Magnussen behind us is he going to have a go now. A little bit too far back, coming into the fast left and right handers.
That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you.
Yeah, so we've got to stay alert. We can move Magnussen's on the inside, outside of us, sorry. But now we have to go over here and we cover off the inside, and still got track position. As we got ahead of lap 2, and we've still got Magnussen behind us pressuring us. He goes around the outside again in the same corner. We cover him off, give a little bit of a contact, but nothing bad. And we keep that position still to Kevin Magnussen.
Okay, tyres still looking good, Nick. Let's keep them that way for as long as we can.
Magnussen have a little look up the inside, doesn't actually go for it, a bit of a half-hearted move from Magnussen, and he couldn't get past us there. So the AI are very aggressive at the minute, they're looking for opportunities to pass as he tries on the outside of the left first part of the chicane, but doesn't work for him. And again on the pit straight, he's having a go at us. Great battle.
The car ahead is 4.5 seconds.
Great battle with the Haas of Magnussen. He tries to go around the outside, we've got the inside. Now we're pulling that on the straight side by side, coming down to turn 3. Looks like he's got the better straight line speed. under braking, we come back at home. We're still side by side into the next left-hander. We're going to try and hang it around the outside, and we do. We're still on our outside, but yeah, we managed to get a position. So good battle there with Haas. That was a really nice battle to have with the AI. So you can actually fight the AI, which I'm happy about. Lap 7 however is around the 30-40% mark, as we've got Grosjean behind us this time, because Magnus competed a few laps before, so I'm assuming he's on the 2 stop. So we've got Roman Grosjean, his teammate, behind us, and he's going to try around the outside. We've also got the Force India of Perez there as well, but managed to keep that position. Lap 8, I think this is our pit stop lap. Pretty sure to come in lap 9, but to save the threat of the undercut from the cars like Grosjean, we're going to come in and fit the tyres now, and we're going to go to the end on the soft compound tyres. Grosjean follows us in, Perez stays out, so hopefully we can have a nice stop and try and get to the end on the soft compound tyres.
Go, exit now. We're racing on the exit.
So not too bad. I think that's a 2.5 second pit stop, not too bad at all. If we come out P14,
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
yeah, no more scheduled pit stops. We come out just in front of Kimi Räikkönen, who's on the super softs, and I believe Kimi Räikkönen has got another stop to go. These super softs that is on are 4 laps old, I believe, as he tries around the outside. But yeah, I think he's got one more stop, Kimi Räikkönen. So yeah, we're still battling with Kimi Räikkönen. Lap 9, he's going to try and go around the outside into the left hand of the first part of the chicane. Tries to get through, but couldn't quite. If I'm honest, but I thought here that there was no point in fighting Räikkönen, so I kind of gave him a bit of pressure, but yeah, shut up, Jeff. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, so let Räikkönen go through, try and grab DRS and a bit of slipstream to help us through, because he has got to pit again. As you can see, a lot of cars making some of their stops, but we do, I believe we're going to get a safety car, as I think it's Valtteri Bottas has got an issue.
Make sure you keep it positive as we catch the pack.
So we have now got a safety car, and yeah, not too sure how this will play into our hands, but we'll see. But as you can see, we actually are up into P5 now, so we actually gained a position, but that's because Bottas retired, so that hasn't affected us, the safety car, a lot. But the safety car's in this lap, and we're going to have a little bit of a moment here, because I wasn't expecting the car to release there, because the car, as you could hear, was stuttering, so nearly went into the back of Verstappen. But we didn't really get a great safety car restart, and we're going to have a bit of pressure from Sergio Perez on the restart. As he tries to the inside, we're going to try and cover him around the outside, and we keep that position, bad defended, and we keep P5 for now. Perez again having another look, but wasn't close enough to make the move. But coming onto the pitch straight now, finishing with lap 22, coming to the start of lap 23, we got Carlos Sainz behind us. He's trying to get past us. We cover off the inside, giving him room space for the outside line, and we take that nicely, and still in P5, so we're not doing too bad. Now I was thinking, am I meant to be in P5 in this Toro Rosso, and should I higher the difficulty of the AI? At the moment it's on 100, so I'm thinking of increasing it for next race. It's maybe about 103, because I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if I should be around P5 in this Toro Rosso.
9 seconds.
But lap 26, and we've still got Carlos Sainz behind us. We've had a lot of pressure to deal with in this race. There's been a lot more defending more than attacking, I'd say, in this race. As he goes up our inside, we're going to cover around the outside. He's got the better of us, but we've got the inside line for the next left-hander, and we actually regain that position there. So yeah, not too bad, and I'm liking how the AI are responding.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I like how the AI are responding and giving us a nice battle.
Okay, gap ahead is 21.9 seconds.
That's right, this comes up again, and he actually gets spun out. I know that's my fault.
Okay, clear.
My fault a lot. Probably should have gave him a bit more room. But nonetheless, we didn't get a warning or a penalty for it, so we're just going to carry on. And that's P5, and that should be the threat. But as you can see, Perez getting close there, and we nearly got beaten by Perez to the
race
line.
over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So that's P5, not too bad result. I'm really happy with that for the first race. So the winner, I think, might be Lewis Hamilton.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. And Anthony Davidson, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do, and it's a well-deserved victory. Mercedes, then, are on top today.
Yeah, so P5, not too bad. That means we're P5 in the drivers, and I believe we're P4 in the constructors. So not too bad. Great result. Might hide the AI difficulty, but not bad.
Amazing performance out there. You must be really happy. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip? Great. Well, that's everything.
Yeah, so we've got over 1,000 resource points now, and reputation for other teams has gone up a long way.
We've
So
received invitations to new historic events. You'll be able to choose whether or not to participate before the end of this weekend.
well, thank you. So that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you like. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you soon.